any of those Diddy sessions. They don't want it to get out to the general public to make up their...
In hip-hop, power isn't just about money, it's about secrets. And right now, R. Kelly might be the last one alive who knows exactly where all the skeletons are hidden. So here's the picture. A convicted artist in solitary claiming there's a hit out on his life. A music mogul freshly convicted and sitting in jail waiting out his sentence, and a billionaire rapper who somehow keeps dodging every bullet. Even though his name keeps surfacing in federal chatter and old industry scandals.
And everything.
But here's the wildest part. This still isn't the full story. Because while the world's glued to the courtrooms and headlines, nobody's asking the question that could blow this open for real. What happens if R. Kelly actually starts talking? And more importantly, who's really terrified of what he might reveal? If hip-hop's darkest moments have taught us anything, it's this. The men at the top didn't climb there by playing fair, and they definitely aren't staying there by telling the truth. The game's built on power, silence, and control, and once you start pulling those strings, everything starts to unravel. But here's where things take a twist. While everyone's been locked on Diddy's trial and Jay-Z's rumored involvement, barely anyone's asking about the one person who connects it all, Aaliyah. She wasn't just a chapter in R. Kelly's story, she was the beginning. And if you think Jay-Z and Diddy didn't have their own roles in that timeline, you might be missing the bigger picture. Aaliyah's name keeps popping up in all the wrong places, like how Damon Dash, Jay-Z's former partner, allegedly refused to produce Best of Both Worlds unless the profits went to the Aaliyah Foundation, or how Jay-Z supposedly looked past the warning signs about Kelly's actions even after Aaliyah's passing. And here's another layer. Rumors say Diddy was the one who first introduced Kelly to Aaliyah in the first place. You really don't think that's relevant? After all these years, there's still one name that makes every man in this story flinch, and that name is Aaliyah. Let's talk about the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, because that's where everything starts looking like a setup. That project didn't just fall out of the sky, it was funded, strategically planned, and if the whispers are true, Jay-Z wasn't just watching from the sidelines, he was allegedly pulling the strings from behind the curtain. Now ask yourself, why would a man who built a spotless image suddenly dive into a takedown like that? Unless he had something to gain or something to hide? Don't forget, Jay-Z didn't simply back out after that Best of Both Worlds disaster. He completely erased Kelly from existence. Then years later, he supposedly helps bankroll the one project that made sure Kelly could never defend himself again. That doesn't sound like justice, it sounds like a straight-up cover-up. And if R. Kelly's lawyers are telling the truth and there really is a plan to silence him, Jay-Z's fingerprints could be all over it. But here's where it really starts getting eerie. The timing. Kelly's conviction in 2021, Diddy's indictment in 2024, everything